If I'm going to set up an operation where I want to engage in show business and the entertainment side that I want to operate in is magic, how do I go about it?
Well, basically, you have to start from the scratch. And when I mean the scratch is you have to learn. I mean, you get to learn from professionals or formal education in schools. That's how I started. I started training under my dad, Professor Peller, at a very tender age.
In our climb here, we conceive of magic as something that has to do with voodoo or occultism or mysticism or animism, spiritism. Isn't that what magic is all about? Isn't it about conjuring spirits and whipping up Aladdin's, like the Aladdin lamp? Isn't there some form of spiritual activity that goes on behind the scene for you to bring up those images that excite and entertain people?
Good. That's a misconception. I'll tell you what magic really is. Magic is like any other thing you learn. And anybody can learn magic. I'm not a magician because I'm Professor Peller's son. I have friends that their parents are not magicians. David Copperfield's parents were not magicians.
And you even said David Copperfield is a Christian, a committed practicing Christian.
Yeah, he's a committed
That's
practicing
news to
Christian,
me.
and the parents are committed practicing Christians. If you Google it, you get to know this. You see?
Isn't this just a smoke screen? Because we still believe that there is something that magicians do behind the scene.
No, I'll tell you. I studied magic. I learned magic from my dad, Professor Peller. Then I went to magic school. I went to magic school in Italy. I went in the United States. I went in the UK. And basically, for you to be a good magician, all you have to learn is the act of meditation and concentration.
Really?
If you are able to meditate over what you want to get done, like I want to make my sister float in the air, I must have meditated before I come on stage. And when I get on stage, maybe if I put her on a bed and I want to float to the air, I get to concentrate. Once I'm able to concentrate, I get anything done on that stage.
So all the resources you need to be an entertainment magician are the art, or if you like, the skills of concentration and the skills of meditation. That's all you need.
All others that you learn from the magic schools, your choreography, your costume, your music, what goes with what, and that is it. Aside from that, nothing. I won't come on stage and start chanting anything. I don't chant anything. I won't come on stage and
charms and amulets.
No, I just come on stage like a gentleman.
So the only resource you need, or the only resources you need, are your concentration skills and your meditation skills.
Once you're able to master that, then you achieve your goal as a good magician.
I need to ask, I've been wondering, now that you're here, when you create food, you create clothing materials, you create different kinds of, can I eat the food you create?
They're edible, no harms. I do that at children's show. I produce sweets.
You conjure sweets
I produce sweets, biscuits, and the children take it. There's nothing to it.
Now, if you conjure clothing materials, can I take it home and wear it and use it on a permanent basis, or it will disappear?
It won't disappear. It's going to be permanent.
It will never disappear.
It will never disappear. It will never disappear.
So that means you can conjure money.
No, I don't do it.
Why not?
It's against the ethics of my profession. You know, every profession have their ethics,
and there's something. If you don't tell, it's not
about telling them. Even if you don't tell them, when something starts going wrong, you know that okay, I violated this.
Now, have you ever been accosted by anyone who just asks for a favor that, look, I'm tired of my spouse. I'm sorry, I'm just being cheeky here. Can you please just make my spouse disappear forever or for a week or a month?
Well, I've got loads of people coming to me for
making all kinds of requests.
Making all kind of. He even started from school. You know, back in Ife days. You know, throughout my years in Ife, from part 1 to 4, my dad never allowed me to perform magic on stage in school. You know, but then whenever I was going on show, and I was on holiday, I'll go with him. But when there was shows on campus, and I said, "Oh, Dad, I want to be part of this show," say, "No, not yet." So I was wondering, that why I can do this. I'm just going to do 5-10 minutes. He said, "No." He never allowed me, not until my final year. So after my final exams, and we did a show, a 3rd-month show. Thereabout then it was. So I told him, and I said, "Okay." And I said, "Look, there is this show coming up, and it's my club that was organizing it." And I said, "Okay, you can go ahead." I said, "So why?" They said, "You finished your final exams." So I now did the show. The attention I started getting from that day after that show, yeah, it was as if I was never on that campus. The attention, people were always coming, Zito, do this for me. Zito, do this for me.
People asking you to conjure questions. Right?
Question, yeah. After then, initially from first year, 2nd year, 3rd year, because I never did magic, all they knew was that this is Professor Peterson. This is his dad does magic and this and that. But when they saw me, and then I was like, so this guy can do magic. After that show, I was like a mini god on campus. It was like, "Hey, that's Professor Peterson." Some people will even shake me. "Oh, no, I don't want to turn into whatever."
How do you prepare yourself for a performance?
Yeah, before a performance.
Footballers, we know they go to the gym
Yeah.
and try to,
Before a performance, all I do, like I told you, I will say my prayers. No, I'll say my prayers. Make sure I finish my prayers. Most shows we have, yes, as a Muslim. Most shows we have now, most shows at night. So I'll finish my prayers. That's what I learned from my dad. He would have finished his prayer. Even if the show is coming up in the afternoon, I will say my afternoon prayer. Then when I'm going on stage, then I'll be back home. When I'm still at home, some minutes through the show, I'll meditate. This is what I want to do. I have a script. I've rehearsed that. That's what I said. I like a kind of division of labor where you give people things to do. You let this person do this. The set designer, he said the instrument. Everybody does their own part. I just coordinate. I just want to come there and do my own show. That is, I like it that way, without distraction. So all I do is meditate. Yeah, some minutes to the show. Then I'll do my meditation backstage. When I get to the stage, do my meditation.
So you don't receive phone calls?
No, I won't. I won't receive phone calls. I won't. My phone will be on silent, and it's not with me. It's with my PA. So after then, go on stage, and when I'm on stage, I won't even see you.
So you are totally concentrating on your performance.
On my performance.
What would happen if you lose concentration?
You see, like I said, basically, those are the two basic things to be a good magician. Okay. Meditation and concentration. So when you go on stage, you have to concentrate 100%. If
99.999.
No, not 99.999. If you go on stage and lose concentration, things can go wrong.
Really?
Yeah, my sister can fall off from the air. Things can go wrong. Anything will go wrong, and that's what I say. When I'm on stage, I smile, but I don't even see anybody.
So you're not smiling at people. It's just part of the choreography.
It's part of the choreography. People think you're smiling at them, yeah, but you're not smiling at any particular person. I mean, it's just that for me, it's just blank.
Yeah.